Definitely gonna try to go next time before I get here. So I don't need nobody walking up on me. Just a little bit better, but not too much. So what y'all doing today? Are you getting out? All I know is life is too short to be staying in a negative vortex. Your mind is too smart not to catch when you actually going down a negative path. My mind got so what's the word? I got so in a rhythm with my mind that as soon as a negative thought comes in, a positive one comes right back. Like that good. And I even had to sit and be like, wow. Like not even to soak in something, you know? Because when you're in negative thoughts and things like that, like your body can actually tell. Have you ever thought about when you're thinking about something hard and crazy and like you just feel like it's all bad, and then a part of your body start to ache, or you get a headache or something like that? That's brain waves. That's mental anguish. That's like you are mentally controlling the symptoms that you have in your body. Once you change it around, once you get into the rhythm that when something negative approaches you, you can automatically change it to something positive. And I'm not even saying that when I think about me like actively thinking, oh, I have a negative thought, let me think about something positive. I'm saying my brain just automatically just switches, like I switch my remote automatically. That is, I wasn't built like that. I wasn't born like that. That's something that was cultivated just in different periods of my life. Yeah, that's something that actually, like, I had to grow that. First I had to know what it was. Then I had to train myself. Then I had to become an expert in doing that, where I don't even have to think about it, and my confidence and my self-esteem knows that that's not the end of anything. You know, my whole being and the fact of I can make anything happen that I want to. And you need to be like that. You need to get into the act of training your brain. And it starts with, let me tell you what it starts with. If you don't have the motivators or the mentors or family members or the spouse or the significant other that can pour into you and have you feeling like you are unstoppable, get a book. Get a book. I have one in this bag right now, and I'm about to read it. I'm about to continue to read it. And this particular book that I'm reading is very much like in your face. Like basically get shit done. And through that book, it's been pushing me. Words on a paper push me. Words on a paper push me. When I don't have those mentors or family that's at my level, or you can't just reach out and get somebody on the phone and say, hey, pour into me. Get a book. Get a book. If you don't do nothing else in life, and not only just get a book, read the book, digest the book, take notes on the book, and act out what this book is telling you. And I'm not talking about no like superficial stuff. I'm talking about a real motivating book. A book from a person you strive to be. Not you strive to copy, but you strive to be parallel with that person. Because copying is a whole nother thing. You should never want to copy somebody. You should always want to generate from within and create the reality that's best for you. Create the perfect world for you. And everybody want to talk about how, oh, nothing's perfect. That's another thing that drives me nuts. People saying that nothing's perfect. I remember when I was in, biology? I love biology and physical science. But when I was in those classes, you know how you have to take the petri dish and grow something in there, and every week or every day you come into class to see if it grow. But first you got to create the perfect environment for whatever it was to live and grow. So while everybody's talking about nothing's perfect for you. I create, and you need to say this too, you create the environment around you where you have perfect growth and opportunity. All day, every day. Don't ever let nobody tell you nothing is perfect. I'm going to make it perfect. I'm going to customize perfect to me, wherever I am. Seriously. Because they will, I'm telling you, don't read into these words. But what was I saying? Books. Get a book. Get a book. That's the only way that I'm sitting here right now and making these videos. No matter if I'm got makeup on, if I don't got makeup on, if I have on business clothes, if I don't have on business clothes, that book is what's keeping me motivated and kicking my butt to say, hey, do what you got to do. You're at A and you want to get to Z. Do what you got to do. And don't take no excuses. Not today anyway. And then that not taking excuses, don't make an excuse today, goes into don't make an excuse tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day. There is always something that you need to be working on daily to get to where you're trying to get to. Always. Life is never ending until it ends. So what are you going to do with the life that you were born to? Even if it's not a good life. Like I didn't have a good upbringing. I didn't have that at all. But I knew when it was time to shift. I know when it's time for me to get back into alignment with my prior intentions. Like something right now. Like everybody's talking about winter arc. And yeah, I mean, this is the first time I ever heard of it. But when I go back and think about things, I can actually think about things that I've changed in my life just based on the time of year, which is October. So in October, that's winter arc. That's me preparing myself for something. Even though I always thought, even coming from the Midwest, that's like hibernation mode. When you live in the Midwest, seriously, it's like hibernation mode. But my best things, the best things, so what I was saying was some of my best opportunities actually came out of the fact that it was a certain time of year. Now, I don't know why. Not sure why, but I can definitely recall numerous things. Like I needed Just different things. But that's one of the biggest things that happen. Now that I can think of just different things that actually occurred, but it's always time to do something. It's always going to be time to rescue yourself.